Leaving Huntington Harbour, we are going to Annapolis. We shall arrive tomorrow.
Nice day again after 10 days of cloud. And nice sailing. Well, for a couple of miles. Then we'll be off the wind and there won't be enough wind. Not exactly breaking speed records. We are having quite a nice little sail. Just come out of Huntington Bay. That's looking east down Long Island Sound, over to Connecticut, and into New York, where we're going. If security will let us through. After 10 days moored in Huntington Bay, we came out back into the Long Island Sound, passing our track that we made back out in June. Came all the way west through the rivers on the East River. When we got to Hell's Gate this time, we had to turn left and come down this side and go underneath the opening bridge of Roosevelt Island. As usual, we did a few little loops down around the Statue of Liberty, back up the Hudson, and then we came out heading for Cape May. As we passed under the suspension bridge here, we realized the weather wasn't going to be so good, so we came and tucked in for a night behind Sandy Hook to let the front pass, and left the next day.
The joy of sailing was not long-lived. We are motoring now, 20 miles from Manhattan, from Roosevelt Bridge in fact. We've decided to motor because we need to make it in due time for the tide change in Hell's Gate. Spray top down to have a better view. That will guarantee some rain. Hellgate Bridge and Manhattan skyline in the background. What a sight!
Lima, Oscar.
Not a happy captain today.
Well, once we get through this Hellgate with 5 knots of tide and under the bridge where only just lifts just above our mast, that might be a bit more chilled.
4 knots of current. Five and a half knots of current. Coming into Hell's Gate. Of current. somebody is very focused in there.
A little bit tense. Must be because I'm staring at myself. See the whirlpools. 6 knots of current. I don't think we've ever been in current like this.
Swirls of water. We had the police boat coming to welcome us. And the usual wake from the passing boat.
Roosevelt Bridge, this is Cloudy Bay. We're about 2 minutes upstream of you, over.
Hey Cap, we just had the bridge down. Give us a little bit of traffic.
Roosevelt Bridge lifting for us. We've been going in circles a few times, waiting for it.
Roosevelt Bridge, are you fully up now?
Almost, Cap. Roosevelt Island, where you at?
Sounds like we are clear to go.
You alright? We alright? We okay? We okay? We don't even look. Roosevelt Bridge, we're clear. Thank you very much for opening Cloudy Bay. Back to stand by.
That looked like very, very close. More bridges.
Looks pretty low.
Well, you should see the other one.
I didn't want to. I really didn't want to.
Brown panties.
Yeah, I think I need a new pair of Pampers.
Chrysler Building, UN Building, and Empire State. The UN Security Council is in session, hence lots of US Coast Guard boats. Williamsboro Bridge, Manhattan Bridge, and behind it Brooklyn Bridge, One World Trade Center in the background, helicopter noise, siren noise, wash from the boats. Brooklyn Bridge. And behind the One World Trade Center.
Hello, New York! Can you see it? I hope you can. Oh, what's that clipper dot doing there? Should we carry on like this? Are we on collision course, or are they sailing, do you think?
We'll clear, no problem.
Past Manhattan yet again. Third time lucky. Or something, I don't know what. It's actually a very nice light there now. Last time it was just smoggy. Today we've got clouds and blue sky and guests.
New Jersey, the ferry terminal. Leaving Manhattan and New York, we are going back to the Atlantic, and tomorrow we shall arrive in Annapolis. New territory to explore. Change of plans. Instead of going to Cape May tonight, we are going to anchor. The wind forecast has changed. It will be 20 knots, bang on our nose. So instead of bashing into the Atlantic wave, we'll just be snug in an anchorage.
Hopefully it'll be a snug anchorage.
This is what we woke up to. More clouds and more wind. Cockpit tent is up. Thermal gear is on. Another layer to be added later.
A North Sea sailing experience coming up.
Leaving Sandy Hook, going for Cape May. Or let's see what other change of plans we shall have today.
After leaving Manhattan, coming down and spending the night in Sandy Hook, we came out on a pretty miserable day out into the Atlantic. Cruised down the Jersey coast on a grey day, running with the wind, and went into this very pretty little town down here, Cape May, famous for its beaches and holidays. It's a dreary day, it's windy, it's grey, both the sky and the sea, but we're thundering along at 8 knots, 8.7 there. Sailing, giving our North Sea experience. Heading south to the sun, hopefully. Leaving the New York Sound.
Glenn just put the retainer on.
Here we are, rolling down the New Jersey coast. The rain stopped. The waves aren't so bad anymore. Still a little bit of swell coming in. Every now and again we get quite a rock on. We've pulled out the Genoa. She's banging a little bit. We were too lazy to put the fore and aft guy on. Maybe we'll have to do that. We've got 20 knots behind us. And a squeaky Genoa pole. Sailing down the Jersey coast, minding our own business, when over the horizon comes what looks like a 747. It can't be a 747 in the middle of the Atlantic. Let me take a closer look. Not only is it a 747, it's Air Force One. Mr. Trump seems to have broken down. It's not a sight you often see in the Atlantic Ocean. Air Force One being towed. Sailing along, beam reach now, in the evening light. Hoping the sun just to pop under this cloud and give us a nice sunset. Let's see what happens. Meanwhile, we're still following, hot in pursuit of Air Force One. Up ahead, you can just see the body and the tailplane sticking above the sea. A golden glow to warm our chilly souls. Wonderful evening light. We have arrived into Cape May, starting to look a little bit more like the southern states. Little anchorage here just off to the side of a very narrow channel. And this was the channel we came into last night. Just launching the dinghy. Engine is ready to go on. And we shall go ashore. Entering Cape May. We're already seeing the cute houses. Sidewalks are starting to get covered in leaves. The trees are turning, and this mansion is painted in autumn colours too.
The commercial street, souvenir shops, coffee time in Cape May.
Coffee time and lunchtime.
Very quaint.
Very quaint indeed.
And very clean and tidy. And very popular.
Some very colourful buildings here. This one is rather pink. And we've arrived to an Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest experience. Brathurst sausages. German beer made in America. Cheers. Ocean Street. And its classic Victorian and slightly later type hotels. We are on the coastal path out to the nice beach.
After several layers of thermal wear yesterday, today summer has returned. Lots of people on the beach sunbathing.
Like us. Get some deck chairs.
We are certainly enjoying the warmth.
This is the Cape May houses and bed and breakfasts and hotels along the beachfront. Nice walk. Again onto the sand dunes. And you like this weather? A bit better than yesterday?
Very nice.
Yesterday shall be known as the grey day.
Beautiful houses. Nice colors. So neat and tidy everywhere.
Yeah, today, offshore breeze.
And down to the beach. An interesting row of gingerbread houses. We are in the heart of the historical district here.
Oh, yeah, right.
Splendid church. We came across 2 weddings here.
Very nice houses and buildings in the centre, Cape May. Come on, Juana, up you get. Time to go. Chop, chop. Oh, there you are.
Perfectly decorated for the fall. Come on, Glenn, time to go.
Okay.
Lovely white beach. Surfers in the waves. The lighthouse on the headland. Another beautiful beach just before sunset. Town center in the evening light. Nice and quaint. Modern means of transport. Looks like we haven't had enough of being on a boat. We are now having drinks in a bar on a boat. Looked like a popular place, so we came to try it out. Hi. After dinner and several drinks, we are ready to return to Mothership. Hopefully our captain still has the steering skills with him. Leaving Cape May. At sunrise, going up the Delaware River to Chesapeake Bay.